Paging Dr.Ben.
It's been a long day at the office.
Sir, your mother's a traitor!
Can I explain the audience principle to you? If you insult and accost them, then we have no audience.
Keep starting.
Whatsoever. There was a GoBots branded monogram model kit that creepily changed from a 1982 Pontiac Firebird into a robot with a human head on top.
Head on top.
Human head on top.
Oh my gosh. That's
Paging Dr.Ben.
Hey folks.
Another day at the office.
Another day at the office here.
It's a little late. I had some business in the fourth dimension.
Yeah, Sam did get held up. So as you can see, we're just now getting to the putting the the camera on the clip here. You know, we are just right. Hold on just a second here.
Uno momento, por favor. What?
Oh, I gotta push the other button. Yes. There we go. Mute that.
Figuring things out here.
There we go.
All right.
We'll go to solo there.
So we're doing the Legion of Night, Marvel Comics. Right?
Yes. I like the back of it. Almost looks like a batarang.
Charles Blackwater is dead, and yet he lives. An eerie supernatural entity known only as Omen has possessed his corpse, using it as the gateway into our world. An entrance Omen desperately needs to pursue his unending battle against the evil arcane forces of the Sorcerer's Fellowship. But the largest threat of all looms in the form of the immortal dragon, Thing Fang Foom. Omen must wrest control of the dreaded creature from the Fellowship. For when the Scaly One dreams, the world of man is doomed.
Yeah, so this
so that's the
Fin Fang
synopsis.
Foom. He's
He's a giant dragon.
He's a giant dragon.
Yeah.
One of Iron Man's enemies.
Yeah.
Yes. Sleeping and dreaming.
Mhm.
Much like 1963 and the what's his name in it? The big dinosaur in 1963.
The psychic dinosaur.
Yeah.
Does it have a name? What's its name?
War Beast.
War Beast.
The War Beast.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so this is Legion of the Night. This is from like 1991.
Yeah.
Steve Gerber with
Now,
Portacio, Scott Williams.
I recognize this art style for sure. I know I have some comic books from this artist.
Yeah, from Whilce Portacio was, of course, one of the founding members of Image Comics.
Yes,
He drew
why it looks
X-Men. He did a lot of X-Men, X Factor, Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you know.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why people want to hire him to do work, because it's lovely.
Yeah, he's got like just a very detailed. I like that it's 1991, so it's a lot of like the styles are like the 80s still. You know, like all the hairstyles are very 80s. Like just that big, like her. Can you see her on the thing up there?
What?
She's her hair is just like insane.
Oh yeah.
And the dude that's with her in this what's it called here? Cruel Fate.
Journal of the Paranormal.
There we go. Oops.
So they're like, I didn't really read this full story, but like I read this part, and they're trying to find out about like this church group, right?
Yeah.
There's all these reports of these things happening to people earlier.
Yeah, it starts off. It is kind of weird because like I wasn't sure what to expect with it. Even like reading the back of it, like I have Charles Blackwater. I don't know who Charles Blackwater is.
I think he's like the guy investigating.
Eerie supernatural entity known only as Omen has possessed his. I'm like, what? Who are all these people? But like, I know like Fin Fang Foom is from Iron Man, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going into it, and I'm just like, I have no idea. And it starts.
He doesn't really come until like at the end, like right at the end.
Right,
like,
right.
This is like this whole like story about like this cult that like. This one guy, I think it's like a lawyer to like clear them of like suspicion of like all of this activity.
Yeah. Let me. That's Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Is like the way it's. What I'm saying is that it's the way it's presented is like it's out of order. You know what I mean? Like it starts, and it's like this lady that's it's like a mental institution or something. These other people. This lady has like this vision, like she imagines seeing this guy falling, and like she sees him like fall through her hands and like go into like a puddle or something. You know what I mean? Like she's just like, I guess I need to kind of here we go. And you know what I mean? Like she's like she falls over and like she dropped all of her her books and whatnot. And it's like I'm not really sure like who all these different people are. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's like something you have to know like going into it.
Right.
Like it seems like just random kind of people.
Yeah.
We got to get you to a doctor.
Seems like a bunch of like flashes, like vision imagery, like it
right, like just different scenes,
and then it like
like
there's
you said,
this lady in this like mental hospital or something, and she like is like fighting against the treatment, and it's like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like and then you know, we see the picture with the magazine and these 80s hair people and all this stuff. This it's like one of like the Allman Brothers. But he's like in the magazine as a Journal of the Paranormal. So an old and then the next page is this
God, you're such a techno twit. I'm just talking about like her like berating him for his like lack of knowledge with computers. But yeah,
like the next page is like this huge like this downtown scene, and it's
just crashing through this skyscraper window.
Yeah, this guy going out the window. I mean, he doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're falling from that high, and like then also how did it?
And then it looks like he's just kind of falling into a different dimension or something.
Exactly.
There's a little voodoo doll. Wait. Show
Oh yeah,
voodoo
yeah.
doll. Voodoo doll.
Oh no. And also, it's not really. Well, no, it does say. It says Uptown. The law offices of Charles Blackwater, pierced by lies and metal pain, all pain, blood, and truth. Should have seen, since known, acted something other than die. It's a simple question, Mr. Blackwater. Oh, and so then this is like a flashback for him. That's why. That's why it
it's like
has
I
these.
felt it like a vision of the future or something.
That's what these little things are like.
Kind of seems like
Kind of like set the scene. It's that he's falling.
He's like, yes or no, will you take the case? I need an honest answer from you first. It won't affect my decision, but I have to know. How much truth in these accusations? Yeah.
Oh,
What?
shit. Oh, I hit
What
this
happened? What are you doing?
Okay. It's okay. I got it.
Yeah, but basically he's just going on about like how these people think that his thing is like some kind of kidnapping children and like sucking blood out of people and stuff.
They're
and he's like, people said the same thing about the Jews.
Yeah, he's like well, your church is what's commonly called a cult. Well, the government would call it that in the media. Like he's got this.
He's like the worship. He wants to worship gods predating the Judeo-Christian tradition.
What would you call it? The worship of gods predating the Judeo-Christian tradition and the exercise of religious freedom.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't really quite like.
And then
this layout on this page.
Yeah.
You see how that was like? It's like you're supposed to read all the way across, but like in the middle, like it's like the maybe it was different in the comics, but like in the middle, it's like the you see what I'm saying? Like it kind of it cuts into the panels,
right?
But I guess it's hard to see if there's anything in particular like you're losing in that little butt crack of the comic there.
I mean, there's not really like a lot going on right here. It's kind of an expository
it's just kind of like more of this. Like you could, if you didn't have this page, you could tell that was his eye.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, it's not like you're losing anything if you don't have that. But I mean, that's not really like that might just be, I don't know. I don't understand it.
Now,
maybe if that was in the middle of the book, like if that was like the center.
They're taken through, like they're kind of, I guess,
keep getting all messed up
commune or something, I guess, right?
Yeah. I like that immediately. Like it starts off and there's
they
like a
generate
pyramid.
Their own electricity. It's like Illuminati looking.
Right. They've got the pyramid with the eye at the top, and they're all like, it's called Beyond Reason, and they're just they all live in there, and they're all just walking around, and there are like people in like robes and stuff.
They make their own food.
Hildreth, our high priestess and comptroller. And there's all the, you know what I mean? Like they have the compound where they're all talking about, this is the Fellowship's Nerve Center. This is where we do all these computer stuff.
It's like it doesn't seem much like a church, and then they like say that they need all like this proof to the IRS.
The IRS requires us to document our activities in the material world.
Frickin' material world. so
above such
limiting,
things.
right?
Yeah, so this would say, like, it's just so and then it has these three has like interviews, because that's, he's he's a lawyer, right? And that was one of the conditions of his taking the case, was that
Yeah.
he wanted to come and check it out, which, like, gives away that it's fantasy. Like, no lawyer is going to be like, I need to come and check out your cult compound in order to take you on as a client. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, God bless him. But,
Like, I mean, these are pretty strong accusations. Child pornography, kidnapping, like,
oh yeah, with
yeah.
drug trafficking, extortion, fraud.
Yeah, sounds pretty bad.
The charges against us are a contemporary variation of that theme. I was told that Jews had horns on their heads. It's the same with our beliefs. This is why they say these things. I'll need to know everything about your group's operations, its finances, and the religion itself. Of course. I'll need to visit your commune, speak to the members of the group, speak to your neighbors. Like,
read everything you've written, Yeah, it sounds pretty nosy.
But then he does say, well, if he's like, yeah, I'll do whatever, which is kind of odd. Like, it's almost like he was like daring, like, I gotta have this. I gotta, he's like, yeah, whatever. So, I mean, because then he's like, I'll take the case.
Yeah.
The guy's like, well, 200,000 do. He says, let's say 3. So, and then that was him showing this. This is him like touring. Are those escalators here, right here?
Yes.
Like, and then, like I said, the interviews. So, I mean, it's a whole. He's literally touring the cult compound.
I don't know. They sound like classic cult cases, though. They're like, my life was so empty, but now I found like this thing.
Right. And all of them conveniently also gave all of their bank accounts to the fellowship. Right. Now I'm perfect. My identity is I'm at peace. My spiritual identity. This guy Pandro Horowitz escaped the crash of '87, but came to view my life until then as a waste of spiritual capital. I had spent my existence in the pursuit of status objects: car, home, attire, investment, portfolio, wife, and super baby. I was quite simply unadulated yuppie scum. Now I own nothing and want nothing, and am richer for it. This one.
Yeah, this guy. It's like, lost after Sylvia died, moved to the beach, dated the local bimbos, made a damn fool of myself. One of the gals, though, gave me a book on reincarnation. I read it during a bout of diarrhea, got interested, sold my construction business, plowed the money into the fellowship. I'm a happy old goat. It's my kids who are ticked off. They expected to be able to coast on an inheritance. I went and ruined their plans.
So that's what I'm saying. All of them are.
He's really fond of all that. He looks so happy.
He does. Yeah, I mean,
nothing.
that's all of them look pretty happy. Like the lady, she looks like
maybe there's nothing about it. Maybe they're great group. Maybe.
Yeah, they've given up their material.
Maybe they're
stuff
pure evil. Maybe they're pure evil.
Oh well, yeah.
Who knows? Let's find out.
And so he's their lawyer or whatever, and they've been charged with these things.
They win.
Yeah, he says.
And And then, like, I don't know, like, afterwards, like, it's like Color laughed, slapped me on the back. Now I know why. And he looks like kind of creeped out now, right? Right?
Oh,
You know? It's like, if gods as well as demons inhabit the unseen world, I pray for their forgiveness. I have made a tragic mistake.
oh yeah.
So, like, he's like, I feel like this is like a little bit into the future.
Well, I like that. That's like a, it looks like a scene from like a horror movie or something. Like he's this private. It makes me think of like a private detective movie or something. But you know what I'm saying? Like he's at his desk there, and he's got.
I don't know. This like reminds me of the movie that you let me borrow. Lord of Illusions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it does.
Like this guy's like a private detective. Well, I mean, this guy's job, he was like a lawyer representing him, but
right.
I don't know. It just kind of seems like now he's just like uncovering these things about them.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand like what it showed. Like them, they win the case, like over on this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant work. I can't thank you enough. Brilliance always comes easier when the client is innocent. And then, like the next page it doesn't really show like there's like a gap in time or whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't show like what.
I don't know.
What changed from here?
He talks a little bit about how he like read a bunch of stuff to prepare for the case and representing like their beliefs, and he was just kind of like fascinated by it, and he continued reading it even after the trial had ended.
Right. Well, this is like during the thing, right? This is during the. Mm-hmm. This is him remembering, like, researching for the case itself. This whole first part here.
Yeah.
Him going to this bookstore and this creepy girl, and like this girl knows like something about him, or she's like, greetings, great grandpa's getting it for you.
This
Take
was
cash.
Like basically as far as I got when I was
like,
reading it.
What are you talking about? You must be thinking of someone else. Like, then this guy shows up and he's like, she knows more than anybody ought to have a right. This is what you wanted, ain't it? Aiton Deacon in the original English translation. He's like, my God, I've given up on that. I didn't think any copies existed. Oh, there are a few. It just ain't widely available in paperback. He says, now would you please tell me how the little girl knew I was coming and what I was hunting for? She says, got a name, Harry Ham. And your shadow came in and told me. First time my shadow ever arrived any place before I did it have anything else to say? Yeah, you're going to die soon.
And then it's like a cut back again to him just like falling through that window.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like,
it's all like out of joint, it's like breaking space-time,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like it plays with all this, like, because that's what I'm saying. Like it brings back an image of him fallen, so maybe these are like what he's thinking, like as he's falling, how they say like your whole life flashes before your eyes or whatever. Because then this is this has he didn't notice he was frightened, and he didn't notice he was being followed. And then it has him reading this book. The one thing I did notice was like let me look in yours. There's no like the last two, there's like no ringing noise, right? Like he's reading the book, and then it's like you see these right there.
Yeah.
Like he's like surprised, and then he's like talking on the phone, and the phone is in this picture where he's surprised, and it's like there should be like a
ring.
a ring in there, unless he's psychic or unless that's him thinking. But it looks more like he's surprised in his face. But
I don't know. I guess his expression gives the hint, though. Yeah. Is that as far as you read?
no, I
Oh, you read the whole.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like it's she called him, right? It's like because it's
Yeah.
the phone rang because then he like answers, and it's like
Yeah,
he's
didn't-
late for dinner.
I didn't get this far yet.
Okay, well I'll
Yeah.
just. Are you gonna be mad if I?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, well I'll just.
It's fine.
As
Cool.
I'll explain it to you and to
Yes.
and to the if you just see funny things or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're supposed to have dinner. He missed dinner because he's sitting there reading all this junk, and then it's like then it just goes right back into it, like he's investigating all this stuff. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not quite sure if some of this is supposed to be afterwards or not. Like this picture of him, is that him like now? Or like the later part? That's what I'm saying. So much of it is all like out of order because we already saw that he's like.
I think he's like talking into some recorder or something. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so it's me. But then it shows like exactly what happens like 2 pages later. You see where I'm at on here? Like he's.
Oh wait. Yeah.
This is like this is now, basically.
Uh-huh.
He was at the office, so it's like after the case, after the trial. He's sitting in his office and back 1 page on yours. Yeah. He's sitting in his office and the group of them all come in. And they want like all the files, including that cassette and the recorder on your desk. They want all the stuff, all the files from the case. He's like, "Oh yeah, let's just stay calm, okay." And
he reaches for the gun.
Yeah, and again,
this is when it happens in real time.
Right, it shows like what exactly he takes a shot.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Yeah.
And it hits like one of the guys. They throw a knife at him and then
they blast him with a shotgun, I think, right? Or what kind of gun is that?
Oh yeah, maybe I should
know.
look.
I can't really identify. It looks like a gun that you like pump, you know?
That might be. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it looks like a pump shotgun, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hold still. I'm sorry about that. Bump the All right. But yeah, they shoot him. I guess we're not supposed to be talking about guns a lot. It's one of the things that YouTube doesn't like. They don't want you to. So anyways, he gets shot. It goes through him and the window.
Uh-huh.
And then so then it shows like now.
It's just like, whoa. I don't know. This is crazy.
How do I put?
It looks like he like fell through a puddle or something, right?
Yeah. It's like he's falling, and then it gets all like weird and so yeah, because like So I'm
Yeah,
trying to get it so I can see it better on the screen, so people can see what I'm
because
talking
he just
about.
kind of like disappears.
There we
into
go.
it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, see, it's like he's falling, and then it's like that's also his legs. He's like falling into the puddle.
Yeah.
See, again, this is one part where like I kind of wish that wasn't in the middle of the book. I think that kind of does something to it because it's like it's hard to see his foot and his knee. There's this cat. Oh, and then this last page, that's his foot in the background.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, like it looks like he's vanishing into it.
Yeah, because it's just a puddle. Like, because it's just if you look over here, it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is just the alley. You know what I mean? Like down when he falling out of the skyscraper, right?
Yeah. Wait till we see the next page. Like, where heaven, hell, you know, like something like this was bound to happen, Charles. You were always so full of yourself, so confident your talent could take you anywhere, which of course is where you always wanted to be. Anywhere but where you came from. Mother? Where am I? What is this place? Different people call it different names. The unseen world, the astral plane, the void, indigo, the spirit realm. I call it the kitchen.
I call it the kitchen.
You're here because you asked to be forgiven. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Not that I ever did. Oh, shush and eat your peas. Peas? Ma, they're moving. And then they, like, I don't know, become like cockroaches, and those cockroaches grow into, like,
yeah, that's what I'm
freaking
saying.
giants.
It's like a whole,
you know, very Kafka.
Yeah, it definitely does remind me of Kafka. Oh, there we go. Oh, my head. Couldn't see that it was crooked that whole time.
Yeah, when you first showed me this and I flipped through it, that was something that just really caught my eye.
Well, you are a fan of
I'm a fan of like
the original Kafka.
I'm a fan of like body horror, like grotesque like creatures, you know.
Oh, right.
Like, you know,
Let me...
Cronenberg stuff, you know, John Carpenter's The Thing, Alien, I guess, you know.
Where?
I guess Kafka, bugs, and making lunch with the bug typewriter ass talking lips, you know.
Yeah. They definitely all kind of influenced. I wonder what influenced Kafka to come up with like all the bug stuff back then. Like,
I guess he kind of felt like a bug. He felt very inadequate.
When he
that was like.
Did you read this part?
What?
Like, this is what I was looking for.
What's it worth to you? Ain't much to see in here unless you bring your own VCR.
This one.
What is it? On.
He's like, not open to the public, sorry. Oh, I'm after his information, nothing more. Oh, who you work for? No one. This is a personal matter. Cops? No cops. No subpoenas? No subpoenas. Like, I don't know why, like, no subpoenas, like, for some reason.
Well, he pays him off.
What's it worth to you?
Like, yeah, a nice crisp $100 bill.
It's crisp $100. Ain't much seeing here unless you bring your own VCR. I wanted to show you some pictures. Yeah, so this is like when he was investigating and discovering that, like, oh yeah, that's what he finds, like all kind the like, actual evidence in here.
Yeah, and that's when
of
they
these
show up
dudes.
because they don't like him asking all these questions.
Yeah.
He got in too deep. And now he's in a puddle. He vanished into a puddle. And now he's having hallucinations of like
This
his like mother who's like probably dead. And she gave him some peas and they turn into like bugs.
you gotta admit, like this art is just
It's wild. Surreal.
that's what I'm saying. I really wish that we could see that middle panel better. Just because
Yep.
I hate to, because it's like it feels like you'd have to almost like flatten it out in order to see it best. Or maybe if you had the digital version. But this is the thing is, yeah, this is the other thing is this is does it say it? No, it doesn't say it on here. I don't even think it said in the beginning. Well, it's just in the beginning it did say part 1. Right, so there is a second part of this, but this is just it's Whilce Portacio and Scott Williams. It's fantastic.
Yep.
And then, like as we were saying, this was like the first thing that really grabbed you when you like were just flipping through it. And like this thing too is like the colors in here. You know what I mean? Like this weird, like
this thing kind of coming up reminds me of like Evil Dead. Like him, like that scene in it where he's like puts his hand through like the mirror and it's like water.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of when I saw
can see
this.
that.
Yeah. And then there's just like the bug just continues to mutate in this ever increasingly disgusting creature of some kind of other dimensional realm or something. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That is just
exactly
like
what's going on here. Yeah.
Like that's just insane looking. You can see this is crazy. Oh. I think it's just so crazy.
I think this is Fang Foom though.
No, this isn't him yet. This is I can't remember who this one is. This is one of the people in the cult or whatever.
Well,
or no, it was no, it's not one of those dudes.
It just the ears on it look kind of like it though. The like, I don't know. Must be a cult person.
Yeah, that's supposed to be who like they're like the alien demon thing or whatever that they're in contact with. Mm-hmm. That Anu Tunu or whatever the crap it was. Mm-hmm. I think that's supposed to be him. Mm-hmm. Or maybe just wait a second. Oh yeah, so it's all just coming out of. Go back to this, and it makes sense. But you look at the, all the stuff starts growing on the table.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just all of that. Then the walls start turning into that shit, and like, just everything just starts. There's the table is still underneath this thing. You see that?
Yeah.
And then. Yeah, so it's just more and more stuff coming out. It's dead, Ma. And that's where this thing looks like a freaking batarang. I don't know. It looks like one of those things that like Jay Lee draws. I love it.
It's making some kind of stew.
Yeah,
it's gonna have like a face.
And again, like. It does this weird thing where it goes, but this one it seems like they got the split rope. They got the split right.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's this lady with no And Schmeedy has eyebrows.
Kind of reminds me of like the Question.
Yeah. And she like floats out of there. She's making soup for this thing.
Yeah.
And he's calling her mother, whatever this weird monster looking thing is, right?
And this is just him on the pavement.
Yeah.
He's like waking back up from it. That's like what I see.
Oh, I mean, that is horrible.
His like brain's cracked up over that.
Yeah, that is the thing. He's like breakage, spillage, fragmentation, rib into long teeth, to tongue, skull into brain into asphalt. Is that a cat?
Mm-hmm.
Ow. And then like he starts getting up. Yeah, sight, sound, pain, how, moving. What? Nope.
It's like reanimated.
Right. He pulls the. It's not me. It's something else. And then it kind of goes back to that girl at the beginning in the mental place. They're talking about how that she's been saying over and over all kinds of weird stuff. And she keeps saying fin, fang, foom. Nurse says she's been babbling and screeching all night. Crazy stuff about demons and monsters. And that one phrase over and over again. Fin, fang, foom. Sounds Chinese? Does it mean anything? I don't know. No, I don't know if Chinese, but medically, psychologically, it translates to snap, crackle, and pop.
What?
I don't understand that. It's in quotes, which accurately describes her condition. Are they like laughing like she's nuts or something? Like, I'm not even sure like who exactly she is because she's been there. At the beginning, it didn't really explain.
He's trapped on the bed like that.
Oh, it did call her like Dr. Reynolds, but
the treatment that they're given here like remind me of that like lady in From Hell, like they like the
Well, this is
in the mental institution.
I can see that.
He's trapping her like on the bed.
Yeah. But then this is what I'm saying. Like, here's where it like Fin Fang. Yeah, I hear you. Healing frequencies open. Commence chit chat. Like, that is so creepy. Like her eye, that look on her face, like Fin Fang Foom is talking to her, but like we can't hear what he's saying, I guess.
Yeah, stop here.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like
it's just like, what does he find?
Well, it doesn't really he just opens the door and it like is that I'm not quite sure if that's his girlfriend or something. There's this weird floating psychic thing, I guess. Maybe a spate, like a portal again or something. And then we go to detective and that Allman Brothers looking dude from the beginning.
Yeah.
In the apartment where the guy went through the window, right?
Right.
Looking around at it and whatnot, and they talk about him working at the magazine or the newspaper or whatever it was. Him saying, I wish you used to do your old stuff, serious stuff you used to cover. And he's like, man, I can't believe you remember me, man. That was so long ago. And then we see like here,
he's just like
he's down like under the grate, like his fingers
he's
are
always
all
like a reanimated corpse, right?
his fingers are all bent backwards
Well,
and
like I
crap.
was saying, it's very Evil Dead.
Yeah, I
Army
guess
Dark.
that would. Yeah, he's all like bloody and messed up and in the sewer.
Reanimated corpse. I mean, he fell like from how many stories high?
Oh yeah, that had to be
Yeah.
like 60, 70 stories or something.
Yeah. No human could survive that.
And so then we're into like actual. Now we're all up to speed because now it says Beyond Reason 2 nights later. This
Yeah.
is their, the cult place, their compound, and it's showing us what's going on. They're in here singing their songs and whatnot, and wearing all their cult robes or whatever, and
kind of reminds me of like folk horror, like a Wicker Man type.
Yeah, well, that I think it's
That's
like it's in the
what-
city, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's in like some skyscraper. There's all these people. They all show up, and they're just like doing all this, creepy cult stuff.
Mhm.
And then then it goes to the People's Republic, China. Same time as previously where we just were over in the cult
The
compound.
age of the sun is ending, so they're against William Gull.
Oh yeah, there you go.
They're on the side of the moon because they want shadows to be upon them. Yeah. Or
So-
maybe not even the moon. They just want darkness to cover all, and they want blood.
So this back here is the concrete mountain or whatever you call it. It's like a mountain, and it says poison gas was pumped down the tunnels. The entrance was sealed with a slab of steel. Then for days, the trucks came and poured until 500,000 tons of concrete lay upon the site. And that is the story of Fin Fang Foom. How is it rumors of the incident ever reached the West? In those days, almost 30 years ago, the People's Republic had little contact with the outside world. Frankly, Dr. Chan had the man who released the monster not escaped. No one beyond our borders would have known. I say. Well, may I inquire as to the nature of your interest in this matter? Well, I'm a cultural anthropo. What?
No.
The ground shaking? Earthquake? No. Tano, Hasam. No. All these people are all yelling stuff. It's like people in the
It looks like people are like
in the cult compound or whatever. They're all in there singing.
It looks
and
like they're having fun.
yeah, they were, back. Well, that's what we saw in the. They're in there naked. Where is it? There's one of them. Her. They're all in there doing all their cult stuff. They're dancing. They got, they're doing all their weird shit in there. And
oh yeah, this was weird. This was a weird thing at work today.
what? And so that's what I'm saying.
No, but at work, my boss is in the office. We have to bring these Post-it notes with what time we completed the U-boats done to him.
Right.
And I could have sworn he was listening to some YouTube video talking about sex cults. I don't know.
Well,
It's so weird.
Fin Fang Foom's reach is
Yeah,
very far. Very
Yeah.
far because that's what they're all doing, and it's there he is. That's what it sung.
I think Brian Kaiser is in the Fin Fang Foom cult.
The monster
Or he's at
rises
least
now.
He's going to sell his children into child slavery.
Well, you never know. But so
because he's getting divorced.
Well, if you say so. I'm not. I'm not up on political event. My brother's in politics. So I'm not even. This is my real name. But so it brings Fin Fang Foom.
Yeah,
there he
man.
is. He wakes up. All that concrete. They just had to have a sex party and do a chant or whatever. See, I don't know. I think there's other.
So is like Fing Fang Foom the like ultimate party god or something?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that does seem kind of cool. Like that's how like.
I mean, how metal is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
Is there a metal band called Fing Fang Foom?
I don't know if I see. Well, this is the thing that I found with this is that like, and then that's what I'm saying is that's the end of the first. There's only 2 issues. Well, it's like just a 2-part story or whatever, but that's the end of the first one. And then like the dude, he's like,
is Ralph
something like really happened?
Is Ralph Macchio the guy from the Karate Kid? No,
it's a different.
It's a different.
It's the same name, but
yeah.
But no, he kind of like he realizes like something's like changed, like something like the flames. Something happened. Like says I wasn't expecting the flames to go out. I wasn't expecting the dream to begin. He's like, tonight, you mean? He's like, I mean, ever in my life. He's like, you ever believe? I believe the words, but not that I live to see the prophecies fulfilled. Fin Fang Foom has awoken. And so that's what I'm saying. Is I've never seen. I've seen this a couple of times. What I mean? Like when I found it, like I was like, oh man, I'd never seen it like ever in comic shops before. So when I saw it, I grabbed. There's 2 of them, so that's why I got. You got a copy now.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to find the second one. So I'm doubling my chances by having you also looking for the second one, because it's like the second one. You only have like this one picture of Fin Fang Foom showing up. What does he do? Like, what is it? The lawyer? The lawyer's dead, but he's a ghost or something. Like, is he supposed to stop?
More like a zombie.
Yeah, like a zombie. Something.
I don't know.
Well, I think ghost because he went through that puddle. You know what I mean? Like a zombie wouldn't slide through go into a weird nether dimension through a puddle. It's more like a ghost spirit thing. I went through the puddle and now I'm in the astral planes. That kind of. And apparently, Fin Fang Foom was dreaming. He's like I said, like let me grab the other one there. That shit.
Oh. War Beast?
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying. I never realized that before. In this the second issue of 1963, book number 2. When wakes the War Beast. And he is that's the War Beast. He's a psychic dinosaur that was frozen in ice, right?
Yeah, I mean, this guy came up from the ground.
Yeah, they both have that's what I'm saying. They have that.
I would like to see them back. That would be so awesome. Yes.
Like a team up?
Yeah. Or they could conquer the universe.
If we got the Devil Dinosaur, put him with them and have like the whole like Dino Squad, like that actually could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Have all of them doing like big. What would three like giant dinosaurs do?
Godzilla too.
Godzilla was in the Marvel comics for a while. They did Marvel like Godzilla-ish comics at Marvel.
Gamera. Let's bring in Gamera too.
I don't know if they had Gamera or not.
Well, I don't think he was in the comics, but they ought to. Somebody ought
That's
to
what I'm
make
saying. Like
Gamera.
having a big like
Just a giant lizard squad.
big dino squad. I like that. Yeah. Wait. So maybe that's what we're gonna do next is work on the making a dino squad and get like Tyrant too. I showed you like the old Steve Bissett's. That's the other thing is this one was drawn by Steve Bissett,
Sturdy Steve Bissett.
Right, Ice Age Inks by Dash and Dave Gibbons. Late Cretaceous lettering by. I can't even make that name out. Can you make out the name there?
Dandy Don Simpson.
Dandy Don Simpson. Cryptozoic colors by Mary Marvin Kilroy. So this is where like War Beast was frozen in this giant ice cube, and
there's all these people after it.
Yeah,
like,
there's
and they're working with the Voidoid, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's a whole. Everyone is. It's almost. Well, this is the thing. Is I think
this comic is so crazy. It's like nothing but action through the whole thing.
There's the Voidoid, this blank white dude. Always got to be about race because they make the bad guy and it's always the white guy. Yeah, it's okay. But then they put the War Beast back to sleep.
Yeah, they have it on like so much like a stream of constant like elephant tranquilizer or something.
So that's what I'm saying. Like these guys, and
I kind of feel bad for him. I don't know.
Same with
I mean, he was destroying everything.
Look what they did to Finn. It doesn't really say what. What did he do? They don't even explain why he was down here.
Yeah, we haven't.
They
really
just show
seen what
that
he does yet.
They just poison gas was pumped on him. A slab of steel. Tons and tons, millions of tons of concrete, like because of what? What did he do? It doesn't really. Was he running around before in China? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not quite sure. Is there something else we're supposed to know about Fin Fang Foom before this?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I feel like he like a super ancient like thing. I don't know anything about Fin Fang Foom really.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I remember seeing toys for him, cards and stuff in the Marvel.
I know he was like in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance video game, and that's where I know him from. Just that video game.
But so why?
But
why is it that they just immediate hatred of these dinosaurs? So some sort of like primal survival mechanism, like just immediately your brain is like giant lizard is evil. I have to put it under concrete. I have to sedate him. I can't let him.
They once dominated the Earth, in the Cretaceous period.
Well, so anyway, so this is part one. I love that back of that.
That was great.
We're gonna be. I don't know what we're gonna. I think we're gonna have next time be a surprise what we cover. I think I like that.
Yep.
Like so.
I mean, we kind of had a surprise for them right here today. I wasn't even anticipating them seeing so much of the Voidoid and the Fury.
Well, I think like I always work in 1963 into
yeah.
Like I always work that in for some reason.
Time travel. Let's go into alternity.
It's true. It's true. I don't even remember if I showed all the video things I wanted to show. I can't remember. Oh, did I miss? No? Okay. I don't know. 10:30, 11:30. Show off. Look for what places have relaunch. And got the newsstand. Open out. Might be out of the stands. They might be. I don't know. I don't have any more copies for sale. I do have copies of all my my mini comics. Fake news from hell. Relaunch Ash Can and Stanley's Tales of Terror. I guess actually just the relaunch first issue and the relaunch Ash Can. I can show you guys the difference between those real quick.
When does your second issue come out, and when does the Silent Minority appear? We're all waiting for the Silent Minority.
We're all waiting for the Silent Minority.
That's what the book signing was all about.
Well, so
what are we even here for? If not for the Silent Minority.
So this issue is in color if you have that one, right? You have the regular full size issue. And I gotta move some of this stuff. And this one is just in black and white, as you can see. Looks like I did red, and it just has the story about Inky and Burger and relaunch and Johnny. It just did. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have all that other stuff, and it's not in color.
I want to see what happens next.
I know. I'm working on it. It's been a crazy new year. My God.
Yeah.
And well, Seahawk doesn't like Seahawk. And also I'm gonna give a shout out to. I'll put a link to his channel. My buddy Michael.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald Troy, MF Troy. Because he, I always put this quote from him on the back where he says that this art is so freaking crazy. It's the epitome of underground comics. So I want to just give him a shout out and say thank you, Michael. It's fantastic. Fantastic company. Well, and with that, definitely. I should. I know what I should do is I should play that.
You have an outro?
Yeah, I should play this thing. Oh. Okay. Jeez. Okay. All right, folks. Well, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
It smells like you have a seed in there.
Maybe.
What are you doing? Okay, guys. Till next time. It's Dr.Ben, Sam the River.
Mm-hmm.
Signing off.
For the next time, huh? Get all these prices straightened out.
Notice, she didn't make any commitment. You can find something to smile about in almost every situation. Ignoring customers is an excellent opportunity to add that personal touch to each customer. How about that customer who makes a mistake?
What's wrong? You see the sign?
So what?
Well, can you read it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
What are you
10
doing?
items or less.
Now, watch how the pros do it.
Hey, what was the name of that place?
I can't remember, but they were there together.
Together?
Together.
Together?
Together.
Together?
They were there together.
Together?
I can't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Express lane. 10 items or less.
Don't you?
You're not allowed in this lane.
Next time I'll remember. Thank you.
Tough shit. Customers understand. Sometimes an interruption is the best position to end the customer's shopping trip on a positive note.
Joan, I've got a turn in for you. Oh, thanks. Now you're gonna have to wait around until we count it up.
Now we get to our final thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could I please have paper bags?
I'm sorry too, lady. I've already bagged them. You want paper bags?
Please.
Here. You can have them. Hey, once they're bagged, I'm done.
Customers, that's the mark of a jewel professional. And that's what sets you apart from the rest of the crowd.
However, there was a GoBots branded monogram model kit that creepily changed from a 1982 Pontiac Firebird into a robot with a human head on top. But that's it. How